Right, 1910, good luck. So we've not played before, no head-to-head score. Opponent has, what, 35,000 games of Rapid Nearly, although 2240 in Bullet are only a few games though. How do I want to do this? I'm just going to develop in Castle. Okay, let's get a tempo attacking the bishop. Oh no, what do we want to do? I'm going to actually take there. Try and get this bishop into play. Although, let's challenge that bishop. We just got to watch out for the queen attacking the knight after we trade if he takes. Okay, just castle, so we'll take the bishop. It's still slightly problematic, this, for me. Yeah, it's always difficult to play when you get these rooks in. Maybe an early c5. Might not solve it, though. But I'm going to do it. I'm going to play an early c5. Okay, takes. I'm just trying to complete development and not blunder a piece away like some sort of idea like this. So let's take the pawn. Now, where do I put my knight? Does it matter? This gives me this square, doesn't it? So here, down I go here, I think. Seems alright, so I'm going to get the knight up with a view to coming down. Okay, I can't really do that now. I guess I have to drop back here. Can't take the pawn. So my knight's a little bit vulnerable, but maybe I can come this way and get in the middle. I'm just trying to clog the centre up to stop the pawn push. I'm not really trying to win this pawn, just come here. Then try and get the rooks into play. Okay, goes across, so we'll jump the knight in the middle. But the knights could be better than my bishop here. I quite like knights myself. So I'd be quite happy to trade my bishop for one of these knights, if I can manage to. Otherwise, we want to try and get these two rooks into the centre of the board. Now, what do? We can't go here with a queen. We go here, invites the knight in. We've got nowhere to really go, have we? So do I do something like this? Maybe. That kind of weakens this, though. I think I'll just play rook across then. I don't see anything better. I'm happy to trade some material off to try and make it that little bit easier to play. Now we have a target. Well, do we play a move like bishop up? I know it's guarded right now, but it's a target. I think I should play maybe queen across with a view to bringing the other rook over. Opponents played this really quickly, haven't they? Won't just use just over a minute for all these moves. Okay, so the knight comes in threatening a bit of a problem. Bit of a big problem actually, isn't it? So rook across, you can just come in anywhere. Queen up might be a move. Rook across, knight down. Queen up. Take, and I lose my rook. So rook across, knight down is no good. So queen up I'm looking at. I don't see anything else. It might be a mistake because I don't see anything else. So there's maybe pressure on this knight now. As long as I'm not blundering something here, which I could be. I'd like to play a rook across and deal with this rook. Bishop up takes, take with a knight is probably fine. But bishop up takes with a pawn. It feels like I'm weakening my defences. Now that's probably a good move to get rid of my centre here, but can I go here now? I think I can play rook across here now. Knight takes, I just take the rook. Now I'm threatening to take, something takes, but it feels like the pressure is largely off then. Bishop up, I assume you just take, but I could take here. Then you've got to move like rook down. So I'm going to play rook across. Again, just hope I'm not blundering something. Excuse me. Can I redeploy this knight somewhere? If you could put the knight over here now, that would be quite good, but that's not going to happen in a hurry. Yeah, you'd need 4 moves, something like that, to do that. Just with this diagonal. Okay, get the cursor off the board. It's our opponent's move, so we'll worry about our move when it's our turn. Okay, so he's moved the rook out the way, so now we can take, and the pawn will have to take, and then we've got a target here. That feels like it could be a good trade. Here, here. Queen up is a move, queen across here is a move. 2 attack, 1 defend. You can maybe go back, but then a move like bishop up to kick this knight away. I'm going to do that, bring the pawn across. Now, do I pressure this, or do I just be sensible and come here? Here, pawn down, bishop up maybe, or pawn up potentially, probably bishop. Bishop up immediately, knight across doesn't seem too bad either. Bishop here though, yeah, bishop here feels better. Here, and then I can just drop all the way back. But here threatens take, take, and you've got an isolated pawn. Knight sack I don't think works. Take, take, I think I'm okay. I'm going to go here and hit the knight. I am burning a lot of the clock here now. If takes, I think I'm okay to take back, and I'm in time to defend the pawn, I think. I might not be, of course, but I think I am. Right, the knight's gone back. So now we can come across or go here to pressure these pawns. We can maybe go here as well, actually, just to pressure. Even though right now the defended would be then threatening to grab a pawn. I like the look of that move, actually. What does he do next? I'm going to go here, then threatening to actually take a pawn, which is easy to miss. If the queen takes, the rook would hang. But take, do you have a move like then knight forward, maybe? Maybe queen here, I'm not sure. You've got to work it out if you go for a sack like that. But it puts the queen on an active square, just put some pressure on the pieces, even though everything's guarding each other right now. H5 and H4 might be an idea as well now, just whilst all the white pieces are on the other side of the board. So the rooks come forward. So what's wrong with this sort of idea while the pieces are all over here? The knight moves anywhere, I can take this pawn. I'm going to do it. I'm going to try and push on this side whilst all the pieces are over here. Could turn out to be a blunder, of course, it might do. But if we get this in, we're threatening to even sack the bishop and really open the king open. Or just get the pawn up 2 more squares, and if you push, then it opens up this possibility. At least as a concept. And we can still play g6 to guard the pawn if we need to. Yeah, he has come forward. Take, take, check. You can't block with a rook, you lose your knight. So take, take, check. You come this way, I collect another pawn, so you go here probably. So check, king here. I can collect another pawn, but it feels like it's a bit ambitious right now. I've always got this move if I need it. Maybe queen down. Yeah, I'm just looking at a move like queen down to prepare a pawn push, but that feels a bit loose. Can my rook go anywhere more useful? I don't see any other good squares. G5 might be a good move, but it feels very bold, doesn't it? Very bold. I'm really tempted to go G5 here. Takes and push. But it's really, really bold. But I'm not seeing a great deal of the moves. Let's come back and hit this pawn because I'm burning too much clock. I can always go back again. Or here, like say rook across. I've got to start quickening up now though. I've burnt too much time. So I've given my opponent a minute and a half. So I'll come here, hit the knight, pressure the rook. If the knight moves, I've got a check. Again, not sure if it's useful at all, but it's a potential move. But yeah, maybe G5 is my best bet if takes, just H4. But it's really opening my own king's defences if I do that. Or alternatively try and just push in the middle to open the file for my rook, but then it opens the file for white as well. Queen back I could try and trade things off, but it feels a little bit difficult to play if I do that. Again, if the knight moves now, I might have bishop takes a3 because the queen's guarding the rook. But it depends where the knight goes, of course. If it moves. Oh, the knight has gone back, so it might actually be a move. So I can grab a pawn now. If you take, I take the rook. But again, it does open the file to my own pawn, so... But I can take and hit the knight. So I'm going to grab the pawn while I can. I probably won't get another chance. The idea just comes straight back if I don't end up trading. So he's gone across. I thought I could just play a move like queen up here. Ah, I can't go here because of this. Here. Let's go here. Oh, you just take. What am I doing? I've blundered. You just take the bishop and the knight guards the rook. I've just blundered the whole game. It's a free bishop. Yeah, it was a shocker of a blunder. I've literally blundered the whole game. I should have gone here as well to attack the pawn. Just take the free bishop. Pawn up. Go back. And it's an easy win. I have blundered the whole game. It was a really bad tactic. Oh, what on earth did I do? Oh, he didn't take it. Oh, blimey, it was just a free piece. I think he was just seeing ghosts, so now I am going to try and trade the queen. He was probably just seeing things that weren't actually there. Or just forgot that he could actually literally take the bishop. It was probably a really bad blunder by me, that. Okay, comes forward. So I just take and drop back here, I think. I'm very happy to trade the queen now if I can. This pawn is loose, though. Spend a move, go here now, queen back. Depending on what white does, of course. Very bad blunder taking that pawn. I'm pretty sure it was a really bad blunder. Okay, comes forward, so I'm going to guard my rook. Oh, I've hung this pawn, mind. I'm blundering everything, trying to speed up. I'll just push this pawn on. I'm guarding this pawn, so my king feels safe. I'm threatening just to push up. Everything guards each other now. But it's probably back to level now. At least I've got the clock back. I've got the clock back, so we can use a little bit of time. Okay, queen goes back, so can't I just go here anywhere? If you take, I take the rook. If you take, I take the queen. So I think I can simply push. You can't capture the pawn either way. So I'm threatening to just win a pawn now. So it means we should be better. So now we're up on the clock as well. My opponent's going to have to use some time to figure a plan out. The king could be quickly over, but if we can get another pawn, it could be winning. Could be. So let's take the pawn. So I think I need the rook on an active square or the queen on a better square. Where do we go? Let's just sidestep and threaten to get forward once I've brought the rook up somewhere. I'm not quite sure where. ID will be... Oh, well, he's just gone there. Okay. Come across just to keep an eye on the rook. The idea is so I don't lose the rook with a check, and then I'd have a potential to put the queen here. That sort of idea. So he's going after the pawn again. Logical. Let's just try and guard it while we figure out a plan. I think I need the king off the back rank and then the rook off the back rank as well. So I'm going here while there's no queen here. And now if you start wandering off, I can do this, right? So queen up. Can he get to my king? Maybe. If you take, I just simply take and I can guard my pawn. Might not be winning, but I can guard the pawn. Guess it's a safe pre-move. He can get behind the pawn, so it might be still a draw, might be. Okay, so he's done the same sort of concept, but it allows us to be behind the pawn, so this should be winning for us. Our king's going to be quicker than the white king to get across. So this should be winning. I can do this or this. So here, king across. So I assume we put the king first to cut the white king. We've been very, very lucky this game. It should be a win now, but taking that pawn, I should have lost it, I think. I think I should have lost it. Now, eventually I can run the king round here. So just go here. I'm trying to obviously not blunder. That'll be queen. We'll just take and cut the king there, or we can come across. I can go here, cut the king. And then eventually I'll get back. If I go here, it's probably safer. But here, to guard your pawn, if you go here, I take. So it might actually be safer going here. If you ever attack the rook, I take the pawn. I'm going to go here just to hit the pawn with a threat. If you defend it, I can start bringing my king back. If you push, I can trade. If you attack me, I can take the pawn. I was just looking at whether to go here, there or not. I don't think it desperately matters. I think we've got away with one this game, haven't we? We probably should have lost this one. I'll check that back with the analysis as well. So let's pause to make sure we don't start another game. I'm certain that bishop takes pawn was a blunder. There might be plenty of other blunders in the game. We'll find out. It shouldn't take too long. So you can see we are better in the end game here, but yeah, we've blundered here. So we were better for most of the game, so actually we were +2 better here. I'll be taking the pawn, that was the blunder. Yeah, it was. That was my one blunder. It's only +1.2 though. So just +1.2. And oh, that's a blunder as well. Okay, that's a blunder as well. Actually, I've got 5 of them, so I've gone wrong trying to fix this situation. So lots and lots of blunders there. Lots and lots of them. But yeah, just take the bishop. Clearly just take the bishop there. You're guarding your knight and your knight guards your rook. So we've got away with one there. Very lucky.